The world is plunged into turmoil with the outbreak of World War I. The Great War, as it was known, was a global conflict primarily between the Central Powers of Germany, Austria-Hungary, the Ottoman Empire and the Allies, led by the United Kingdom, France and Russia. This war, which lasted 4 long and bloody years, is infamous for its trench warfare and the introduction of deadly new technologies like tanks and chemical weapons. The war ended in 1918 with an estimated 17 million deaths, making it one of the deadliest conflicts in human history. The world is once again embroiled in conflict, World War II. This war saw the Axis powers led by Nazi Germany, Fascist Italy and Imperial Japan pitted against the Allies led by the United States, the Soviet Union and the United Kingdom. This war was marked by the Holocaust, the genocide of 6 million Jews by Nazi Germany, and the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki by the United States. World War II remains the deadliest conflict in human history, with an estimated total of 75 million fatalities. In the 50s, the world witnesses the Korean War. This conflict, which lasted from 1950 to 1953, saw North Korea, backed by China and the Soviet Union, go to war with South Korea, supported by the United Nations, primarily the United States. The war ended in a stalemate with an armistice in 1953, but the tension between the two Koreas remains to this day. The 60s and 70s were marked by the Vietnam War. This conflict, which lasted from 1955 to 1975, saw the communist forces of North Vietnam, supported by the Soviet Union, China and other communist allies, fighting against South Vietnam, backed by the United States and other anti-communist allies. The war ended with the fall of Saigon in 1975, marking a victory for the communist forces. Moving to the 80s, the Iran-Iraq War rages on. This war, which lasted from 1980 to 1988, saw Iraq, led by Saddam Hussein, go to war with Iran, following a long history of border disputes. The war ended in a stalemate, with neither side achieving their objectives. The 90s brought us the Gulf War. This conflict saw a coalition of 35 nations led by the United States against Iraq in response to Iraq's invasion and annexation of Kuwait. This war, which lasted from 1990 to 1991, ended with a decisive victory for the coalition forces, but left a lasting impact on the region. In the new millennium, we have the War on Terror, a global military, political and ideological struggle launched by the United States and its allies after the September 11th attacks in 2001. This ongoing war, which has seen conflicts in Afghanistan, Iraq and various other regions, has been marked by its use of drone warfare and its impact on civil liberties. The Syrian civil war, which began in 2011, has brought us into the present day. This war, which is still ongoing, has seen the Syrian government, led by Bashar al-Assad, fighting against various opposition groups. The war has resulted in a severe humanitarian crisis, with millions displaced and hundreds of thousands killed. As we reflect on these conflicts, we see a recurring theme: the devastating impact of war on human lives and societies. Each war, each conflict, carries with it a story of pain, loss and destruction. Yet, we also see stories of resilience, of humanity's ability to endure and rebuild. It is our hope that by understanding the past, we can strive for a future where such conflicts are a thing of history.